What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. Kyle, a young power bottom. I just saw Saintsaholics video. Shout out to Saintsaholic. Make sure you guys go over there and watch that. Just saw Saintsaholic new video, and I didn't know. I didn't know you had decided to talk tough about me again. So you wanted some more attention, huh? Let me give it to you. So let's start with how you said you punked me out on TikTok. How does anybody punk anybody through a camera over the internet? But let me go ahead and explain since you brought it up. Gunner and I, we go live every day on TikTok, and we battle just about every night. Not the whole time, but we occasionally battle. And so we had just got whooped on, right? And there's a button where you push and it sends you random people that you don't know, right? And Power Bottom, Lil Kylie showed up. And you see we had an interaction where he was talking tough, right? Gunner had no idea. Gunner's a successful YouTuber with 2 big channels, right? Gunner had zero idea who Power Bottom was. But because he was running his mouth, pretending to be tough, Gunner was like, I'm out of here. Gunner doesn't do any of the AMU stuff. He doesn't know who all these fake ass alpha males are, right? So when he backed out, I was like, damn, because I knew we were going to beat you. So I backed out and I joined him and I said, hey, man, that's one of them clowns. And I told him who you had just disrespected, and we'll get back to that in a second, right? And he was like, oh, is that right? And the rest of the night, we were on for about another 45 minutes, an hour. We kept hoping we would run into your punk ass, and we didn't. But, what was it, about a week later? You popped up again, and you waved the white flag. Remember that? You should have showed that part. You waved the white flag. Hey, I don't want any problems with you. I don't want any problems with you. That's what you said. I said, all right, since you're being respectful, we'll stick around. And then we beat you. You follow me on TikTok. I don't follow you. You said you like my videos. You didn't hear me say the same back. Hopefully somebody screen recorded that though. That would be amazing for people to post it. And I was quiet. I left you alone. Right? Now, it's funny how you posted in the video that Saintsaholic put out. You did a video, and I went looking on your channel for that video, and apparently you took it down. You should have left it up. In it, you said that I'm encouraging my family members to snitch when people dox them. When my trolls dox my family, that I'm encouraging them to snitch. First of all, you clearly hear me say in the video that I've been telling them not to involve the police, which doxing is a crime, right? You clearly hear me say not to do it. However, let me let you know something, Square Bear. Civilians calling the cops are not snitches. They're civilians doing what civilians do. If you were ever involved in the criminal life or the street life, then you know those rules apply to criminals and gangsters. Quit playing with stuff you don't know nothing about, okay? So you talked about my family. Now let's see what your punk ass did. You said that people were doxing you, putting out phone numbers, talking about your family, talking about you. Welcome to my world. And out of everybody that has done videos about you, pussy boy, out of everybody that has done videos about you, Bubba, Saintsaholic, Trans Wes Watson, he's slaughtering you. Tricritical, just to name a few, right? And then you have Daddy Wells and you have me. Everyone I mention is a man, right? Except one. Daddy Wells, a woman. And what did you do? You posted on IG and you said that Daddy Wells was encouraging people to go after you and your children and your woman. You pussy. She never did that. But you didn't say it, any of the men did that. You said a woman did that. That's how tough you really are. Now, I see you're doing videos. Again, Saintsaholic, thank you for the video. And in these reels or these posts that you're putting up on this other platform, you're talking about the dudes you grew up with. What's that got to do with you? The dudes you grew up with. Look at Kylie. I've lived a very rough life. I started going to jail at age 13. By age 15, I was doing time in juvenile prison out here in California. I got out for 3 months and then I did another 24 years straight. I've been involved in a lot of violence. Guns, knives, hand to hand. Don't talk to me about being tough. See, when I was doing all that stupid stuff, when I was being an idiot, and I really was in them streets and I really was behind those walls, you were out here. You were a fat, insecure, rule-obeying individual. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It becomes a problem when you get on here and you put out these reels as if you were a tough guy. You weren't. You never have been. You never will be. So while you were a kid that became a fat man, somewhere along the line, you got in the gym. And then when you got in the gym, then you decided to scrape up some money, save up some money. And then you went and hired Wes Watson, the fakest ex-con on the internet. And you sucked up everything he's had to say. And not only did you suck it up, but you're regurgitating it. You see that clip where I made fun of your eye? Come on now. You did more than one interview talking about this stupid line on your eye, and the other one, that's career killers. That way I don't go back and work a 9 to 5 because I can't, and I even got tattoos on my hands, so I can't work. And then you twist it around because you realized you're trying to be a tough guy, and that ain't tough, right? So then you said, well, that's for fallen comrade, my friend that passed away. And you said that we wouldn't know nothing about that. Again, that don't apply to me. I've lost a lot of friends to drugs, violent death, behind the walls, buddies of mine by cops. Don't talk to me about tough guys and who you ran around with. Who you ran around with isn't who you are. Stop playing that game, man. You're not making money in the coaching thing. You're not making money on YouTube. You're not making money on IG. You're not making money on TikTok. Your views are horrible every platform. But to me, when you talk about my family and then you talk about a woman content creator, but then you cry about people talking about your family, who in the fuck knows who you are? Only us content creators that make fun of you and the people that follow it. Out of all the fake alpha males that we clown, you get the least amount of views when your name is in the title. Right now it's 5 o'clock Pacific in the evening. And I'm going to put this video out because I know it won't do any numbers. But you wanted my attention. You waved the white flag on TikTok for everybody to see. And then you made a video talking shit? Look, man. Get some money together. Take all those quack tattoos off your face. Take the quack tattoos off your whole body if you can. And go back to being a square bear, man. It's what you are. It's what your core is. And there's nothing wrong with that. Faking like you're tough and trying to con people into spending money on you when you don't have your shit together, that's disrespectful. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.